subscribers and viewers of our YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into an incredibly cool and scary Obby escape. This mode is one of the most popular in Roblox. In it, a sinister dentist chases players, trying to kidnap them. Rumor has it that all the teeth he fixes for his patients are actually taken and sold to evil people. Hopefully, we can escape from the evil dentist and make our way out of his creepy office.
Oh no, this is insane. Look at this. That evil doctor is torturing his patient and pulling out all the healthy teeth right from their mouth. Oh no. We need to get out of here as quickly as possible. This Obby escape is super scary and creepy. By the way, subscribers, write in the comments which game we should play in the next episode or which Obby mode in Roblox you'd like us to try. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel because our goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. So leave your comments, smash that like button, and invite your friends to subscribe to our channel.
By the way, Bingo, did you see that we're running past those creepy offices where the evil dentist tortures his patients? Subscribers, are you afraid of going to the dentist? If so, share your scary stories in the comments. If you're not afraid, how many times have you been to the dentist? Speaking of which, subscribers, do you want to hear about the time I went to the dentist when I was just a little puppy? It was really scary, but I made it through, and now I'm not afraid of going to the dentist anymore. My name is Blue, and I'm a little dog with a big fear of dentists. You see, I have this tiny sharp tooth that sometimes bothers me when I chew on my favorite bones. So, one sunny morning, my human, Emily, said we were going to visit Dr. Paws, the nicest dentist in town. As soon as we arrived at the dental clinic, my heart started racing. The waiting room smelled like unfamiliar dogs, and the receptionist's fish tank bubbled ominously. But Emily patted my head and whispered, "It's going to be okay, Blue." Dr. Paws was surprisingly gentle. She had a warm smile and wore glasses that made her eyes look huge. I let her examine my tooth, although I was shaking a bit. She even let me sniff her tools first, which helped me relax a little. "Just a little cleaning, Blue," Dr. Paws said in a soothing voice. She brushed my teeth with a minty paste that tasted surprisingly good. I started to feel less scared and even wagged my tail a bit. After a few minutes, Dr. Paws finished. "All done, Blue," she announced cheerfully. "You did great. I couldn't believe it. The visit wasn't as scary as I had imagined." Dr. Paws gave me a treat, and Emily praised me for being so brave. As we left the clinic, I felt proud and relieved. I even gave Dr. Paws a sloppy kiss on the cheek before we went home. From that day on, I wasn't so afraid of dentists anymore. In fact, whenever I see Dr. Paws around town, I wag my tail and remember that she's not so scary after all. And I always tell my dog friends that going to the dentist isn't as bad as they think. It's just a little bit weird and minty, but totally worth it for clean teeth and a happy smile. As weeks went by after my dental adventure, I found myself becoming more curious about Dr. Paws's dental tools. They were intriguingly shiny and made funny noises when she used them. Emily noticed my curiosity and decided to play a game with me at home where she pretended to be Dr. Paws and I was the patient. She handed me a tiny toothbrush and mimicked the brushing motions Dr. Paws had used. I sniffed at the toothpaste and decided it wasn't as tasty as the one Dr. Paws used, but I let Emily brush my teeth anyway. We made a game out of it, and soon I was eagerly sitting still while Emily pretended to clean my teeth. One day, Emily even brought home a little dental chew toy that looked like Dr. Paws's mirror. It had ridges on it that helped clean my teeth when I chewed on it. I liked it so much that I started carrying it around everywhere with me, showing it off to my doggy friends when we went for walks. Every now and then, Emily would take out the pretend dental tools and we'd play the dentist game again. I liked pretending to be brave like Dr. Paws, and I'd sit very still while Emily pretended to check my teeth and gums. She always praised me and gave me a treat afterward, just like Dr. Paws did. One sunny afternoon, a few months after my first visit to the dentist, Emily surprised me by saying we were going to see Dr. Paws again. This time, I wasn't scared at all. In fact, I wagged my tail eagerly as we walked into the clinic. Dr. Paws greeted me warmly and complimented me on my clean teeth. As she checked my tooth again, I lay calmly on the table, remembering how scared I had been the first time. Now, I knew there was nothing to worry about. Dr. Paws finished quickly and gave me another treat for being such a good patient. Afterward, as Emily and I walked home, I felt proud. I had faced my fear and discovered that going to the dentist wasn't scary at all. It was just another part of taking care of myself. And I knew that with Dr. Paws and Emily by my side, I would never be afraid again.
My name is Bingo, and I'm a small dog with a big fear of dentists. It all started when I noticed a dull ache in one of my tiny teeth. Every time I tried to chew my favorite squeaky toy, it hurt a little. My human, Sarah, noticed too, and she decided it was time for a trip to the dentist. The morning of the appointment, I tried everything to hide. Under the bed, behind the couch, even in the laundry basket. But Sarah found me every time with a gentle coax and a treat. "It's okay, Bingo," she kept saying, her voice soft and reassuring. When we arrived at the dental clinic, my heart was pounding like a drum solo. The waiting room was filled with strange smells. Disinfectant, and other nervous dogs who were waiting for their turn. Sarah held me close and whispered, "You're going to be just fine, Bingo. Dr. Smiles is really nice." Dr. Smiles was a tall woman with kind eyes and a soothing voice. She knelt down and spoke to me in a gentle tone, letting me sniff her hand before she examined my teeth. I was trembling, but she didn't rush. Instead, she praised me for being brave and explained each step calmly. She used a tiny brush and a minty paste that tickled my gums a little. I closed my eyes and tried to imagine I was chasing butterflies instead of sitting in a dentist's chair. To my surprise, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Dr. Smiles finished quickly and gave me a treat, a delicious chew that made me forget all about the dentist's chair. As Sarah and I walked out of the clinic, I felt a mix of relief and pride. I had faced my fear, and it turned out that Dr. Smiles wasn't so scary after all. I wagged my tail happily, knowing that my tooth was going to feel better soon, and that I had made Sarah proud. From that day on, whenever Sarah mentioned the dentist, I didn't hide anymore. Instead, I remembered Dr. Smiles' gentle touch and the yummy treat I got afterward. And whenever I met a nervous dog who needed to go to the dentist, I would nudge them gently and tell them my story. Going to the dentist might seem scary at first, but sometimes it's not so bad after all. Weeks passed after my visit to Dr. Smiles, and I found myself thinking less about the dentist and more about my squeaky toys and afternoon naps. Sarah, though, seemed pleased with how well I had handled the dental visit. She even started brushing my teeth every night with a special chicken-flavored toothpaste that I loved. It became our nightly routine, and I eagerly sat still while she brushed away. One sunny afternoon, Sarah announced that it was time for another checkup with Dr. Smiles. This time, instead of hiding, I wagged my tail and followed Sarah out the door. As we entered the clinic, the familiar smells of antiseptic and doggy perfume greeted me. I spotted a friendly Dalmatian in the waiting room and gave a tentative woof of greeting. Dr. Smiles came out to greet us with her usual calm demeanor. She patted my head and led me into the examination room. This time, I didn't tremble as much. In fact, I lay down on the table and let her examine my teeth without fuss. She smiled and praised me for being such a good patient, which made me feel proud. Dr. Smiles found a small spot on one of my teeth that needed a little extra cleaning. She assured me it wouldn't hurt and gently polished it with her tools. I closed my eyes and focused on the rhythmic sound of her voice. Before I knew it, she was done, and I got another tasty treat for being so cooperative. As Sarah and I left the clinic, I felt a sense of accomplishment. I had conquered my fear of the dentist, thanks to Dr. Smiles' gentle care and Sarah's unwavering support. I knew that keeping my teeth healthy was important, and I was no longer afraid of the occasional dental visit. From that day forward, whenever Sarah mentioned the dentist, I didn't cower or hide. Instead, I wagged my tail and gave her a big doggy grin, knowing that I had faced my fear and come out stronger on the other side. And whenever I met a dog who was nervous about going to the dentist, I would nuzzle them gently and share my story, hoping to reassure them that it's not so scary after all. Months passed, and I grew more confident about dental visits. Sarah continued our nightly toothbrushing routine, which I now looked forward to because it meant tasty toothpaste and lots of praise. I even started showing off my clean teeth to the other dogs at the park, proudly letting them inspect the results of Sarah's diligent brushing. One day, Sarah surprised me by saying we were going to visit Dr. Smiles again.